Brad Johnson, who's had a terrific record as a starter, third-rated passer in the NFL. He'll be the quarterback. The offensive line, Todd Stussy, Pro Bowler Randall McDaniel, Jeff Christie at center with David Dixon and Corey Stringer, Leroy Horde and Charles Evans, the running backs, Chris Carter and Jake Reed, the wide receivers, and rookie Hunter Goodwin is the tight end. For the Green Bay Packers, who have allowed the fewest points, the front four, the linebackers, and the secondary, Evans, Robinson, Leroy Butler, he's a Pro Bowler, and Craig Newsom, who's having an outstanding year. Down back, and Chris Walsh, their extra wide receiver, in the lineup on 3rd and 6. Johnson's pass is caught by David Frisch, the tight end, and he's tackled well short of first down yardage by Wayne Simmons. With 36 touchdown passes, he threw 38 a year ago. Leading the Packers with Wilkerson, Taylor, Winters, Timmerman, and Dobson. Wilkerson, the 10-year veteran, starting at left tackle for John Michaels. Edgar Bennett and William Henderson are the running backs. Antonio Freeman and Andre Rison, the receivers, and Mark Shimura, the tight end. And a play fake, and the pass is caught by Freeman, and a flag is down.
Hey, look at that. Look at that showed up. We got a new little doohickey here.
For a 25-year career.
Offside on the defense in the middle of the line. 5 yards, still first down.
Vikings defensively, and the strength of this team is their front four. Martin Harrison, John Randall, especially Randall, Jason Fisk, and Fernando Smith up front. Dixon Edwards, Jeff Brady in the middle, and Darryl Talley, the linebacker. In the secondary, Dwayne Washington and Corey Fuller, the cornerbacks, Orlando Thomas and Robert Griffith, the safeties. First down and 5 following the penalty, and a big gain by Edgar Bennett with a big hole up the middle.
Going to open right up. This is going to show up. Watch this block in the hole. Boom, right there. That opens that crease inside, and he comes right through. When you get this kind of a hole inside, running right at Jeff Brady, you got yourself a big chance.
If the Packers have their running game going, their passing game is even that much more effective. From the 46, quick count by Favre. Running out of the pocket and looking for a help, and the pass caught by Henderson. William Henderson, the fullback, and a big gain and a first down inside the 30. That was a 19-yard pickup with Washington and Brady on the tackle. And they got to watch where John Randall lines up. First down and 15. Dorsey Levens gets running room off right tackle, and Levens gets inside the 20, short of the first down by only a yard. Orlando Thomas on the play.
I'll tell you something right now. The Packers have the Vikings off balance, and they have them on their heels. No, he's not a happy camper. And they're not happy to begin with. All week long, they've been on this Minnesota Viking defense. You're going to watch Winters at the end. He's coming in, and he hits him at the end. Mike should not be in this game.
You're absolutely right.
Unbelievable. That's unbelievable that he just went and poked him right in the eye. You can't do this. Look at this. Right in the face.
Corey Fuller.
That's unbelievable.
He poked his eye. And Favre to throw up the middle, and the pass is caught by Mark Shimura, and the tight end may have another first down. It'll be close. Pete Bursich, the linebacker, making the tackle. Familiar call from Red Cashin. Very close, and it's about an inch. That's all. We're going to miss Red Cashin because he has been one of the more popular officials. Started as a line judge, 25 years. He's out of Texas as a referee, and he refereed last year's Super Bowl. Ball is at the 7. And a quarterback sneak, and that'll be a first down to the 5.
Right.
That's a big hole that the Packers have to worry about. Here is Edgar Bennett. Touchdown, Packers.
But he leaves. There's nothing there. Heck, William Henderson has nobody to block to the safety. Edgar Bennett just jumps right in.
Very impressive 8-play, 66-yard scoring drive, and the Packers with good running game in that drive. Vikings have stayed out of the penalty problem, which plagued them earlier in the year. 3rd down and 13. The swing pass to Charles Evans. And Evans is knocked out of bounds.
A nice tackle
By Wayne Simmons and Eugene Robinson.
They got the hold on Ty Williams.
Penalty marker down against Green Bay.
Remember the last time these two teams played, they came out of it, and Corey Stringer thought he did a real good job against Reggie White, thought he handled him. Run back and watch that.
Holding before the pass. Number 37 on the defense. 5 yards. First down.
And there it is. 1st and 10. Brad Johnson's pass caught by Jake Reed, and he will have a first down for the Vikings, a gain of 12, and their first down of the game. Signed to a new 4-year contract, so he is the Viking quarterback. Leroy Horde is stuck. And a loss of a yard, and they're not letting Leroy Horde, who's had 5 good games, get underway.
Sean Jones just lowered the boom on him.
You know, Vikings have managed only 3 yards rushing. 2nd and 12, a fake end around, and the handoff to Horde. And the best running play of the game for Minnesota, a gain of 7 yards. George Kuntz brings down Horde. 3rd wide receiver for the Vikings. Again, Brad Johnson looking for a target, and he dumps it off to Amp Lee, and Lee will get enough for the first down. And good ad-lib by Johnson and the Vikings, a gain of 8 yards. Robinson and Simmons brought down Amp Lee.
Right there, that's a perfect example and a great
10. Brad Johnson drills it up the middle, and it is incomplete. Jake Reed, and covered by Newsom and Eugene Robinson.
Jake Reed.
And he's done just that. 3rd down and 10. Pressure on Johnson, and out of the backfield is Amp Lee. And Amp Lee battling his way to another Viking first down inside the 45, a gain of 12 yards. And the word is he's suffering from cramps.
Must be that heat.
10th play of the drive for the Minnesota Vikings. And there's a pass. Chris Carter is wide open. Touchdown Vikings. He beat Craig Newsom.
Carter for the touchdown.
Football. I want you to watch to the top right up here. Looks like Stussy got away with a big hold at the top. Don't matter. They don't call it. That's down the field. And then here's what really is the big difference of the game. You see how Carter plays so physical. Gets that left hand and just kind of throws him by. That's outstanding.
By Brad Johnson. All tied up, 7-7. Career touchdowns with Fred Biletnikoff and Harold Jackson. That was number 76 for the superb Chris Carter. And Brad Johnson continues to move the offense for the Minnesota Vikings. And it bounces into the hands of Don Beebe. But Beebe still on his feet. And he loses the ball, a fumble. And it's fumbled forward to the 46-yard line. Beebe with great second effort, but lost the ball.
Looked like it flopped into the hands of Bernardo Harris, and he was down, and then there's the pile. And there's a lot of stuff going on under there right now, believe me.
And the Vikings recover. You're right, Harris had his first shot at the ball, but he lost it.
Well, that's a nice job, too. That's an excellent job. Chris Johnson got his hand in there. Bernardo Harris had a shot, and then Pete Bursich just gets to the bottom, and then it's every man for himself, and Bursich did what he had to do to get the ball out of Bernardo Harris's hands. You see it's going down, kind of in between it. Bursich got it, wrestled it out.
Starter just a couple of years ago for the Cleveland Browns. 3rd down and 7. Brad Johnson going up top and intended for Chris Walsh. He threw it up in the air, and it was kind of a floating duck. Eugene Robinson was the closest to it. Here is Berger's kick. And Howard is going to let it bounce, and the Vikings may have saved it at the 3, and I believe they did. A great play made by Chris Walsh, who was just the intended receiver, and he made a superb play to keep the ball in play, and Brett Favre is backed up inside his own 5-yard line.
Look at this. Great awareness of his body, has his feet in bounds, is able to, watch how he moves it. Gets the ball back inside, moves the body, It can't be done any better than that.
And if he had stepped on the line, that would have been a touchback, but he stayed in bounds.
That's a great effort.
Great acrobatic effort by Walsh. Favre will pass on first down. Keith Jackson, the tight end, appears to have a first down for the Packers. Favre looking right, going left, and the pass is caught by Antonio Freeman. Great leaping catch at midfield. Again, all Brett Favre.
And then here's the other thing. When you get stuck, make a play. Freeman just goes deep and trusts Favre's arm.
47-yard pass play. He's 10. And handoff is to Edgar Bennett. Second effort gets inside the 40. And a first down for the Packers, a gain of 11. Fourth Pro Bowl coming up. Packers second in the NFL on third down conversions. They need 8 yards. Fake and a swing pass to Antonio Freeman. Oh! Loses the ball, and the Vikings have recovered.
Antonio Freeman looked back inside and never paid attention to Fuller that's a perfect hit.
Their second fumble of the game.
Watch Antonio Freeman, and Freeman's going to look back inside. He's going to try to run away from Alexander. See that? And Fuller just came full bore. Watch how his head turns. He never sees Fuller. Fuller just lowers the boom on him. That's good football all the way around. And the good thing is, I mean, there's the hit, and he just popped right back up after that.
Well, this secondary can hit.
This is at full speed. Watch it. That's the way it happened in actual speed.
Second and 9. From the 40-yard line. Brad Johnson goes down, and he is sacked by Sean Jones.
The best I've seen Sean Jones play since last year.
Camp Lee in motion. Pressure, and the pass to Charles Evans is incomplete. Once again, the Packers with a great defensive sequence here, and that will bring up fourth down. But he's a good player, too.
Oh, he's outstanding. For what he does, he's as good as there is.
Third down and 3 for the Vikings. Johnson and Horde up the middle, and he appears to be stopped by a good 2 yards in his attempt for a first down. And it was Brian Williams and George Coots, a couple of linebackers, who came up to make the play. So Berger will have to kick from the 5-yard line. He gets off an end over and kick, but Desmond Howard has the ball, and he returns it into Viking territory at the 49.
Talk about field position. He just gained himself about 18 yards of field position with that penalty.
Dorsey Levens is the running back. Levens has running room off to the right, and he has a first down close to the 35-yard line, where Fuller and Thomas bring him down, a pickup of 12 yards. Fell in most points scored and fewest points allowed. The answer? The undefeated Miami Dolphins of 72. They led the NFL in scoring and allowed a league low of 171 points. On very quickly here.
Thank you very much.
First down, Green Bay on the 37 of the Vikings. Handoff is to Edgar Bennett, and he breaks a couple of tackles. And finally, Brady brings him down, but not before Bennett has a 14-yard gain inside the 25.
See Griffith, Randolph for this offense.
Second and 7 from the 20, and the give is to Levens. Dorsey Levens wending his way. It'll be third down and short. He picks up 3 on that play, with Pete Bursich playing in place of the injured Dixon Edwards. Third down and 4 on the Vikings 17 for Green Bay. Freeman in motion, and the pass dropped by Antonio Freeman. He did get a hand on the ball, and that'll bring up fourth down. Forget about it. Chris Jackie will attempt a 35-yard field goal. Hendrick is the holder, and the kick is good. Jackie's field goal gives the Packers a 10-7 lead with 5:07 remaining in the first half. Yep, they're not crazy about each other.
That's embarrassing.
First down, Leroy Horde with a good gain on first down, gets about 6.
Remember last
Second down and 4. Leroy Horde off tackle has a first down. George Kuntz makes the stop and a gain of 5 yards. So
more powerful. It's like another boost behind you.
By the way, Sean Jones is back in the Green Bay lineup up front. First and 10. Brad Johnson pass is intercepted by Craig Newsome. Craig Newsome, second-year quarterback, picks one off for the Packers.
Up front by the offensive line. Then the ball just takes off. So he was expecting Jake Reed to keep on coming, and Reed did. Newsome sitting behind, just sitting back in his zone, just waiting. See, he's waiting for a break. The break didn't come.
And the second interception of the season by Craig Newsome, and a 20-yard return. So the Packers, for Minnesota, brings up second and 10. And Brett Favre is sacked. And Derek Alexander gets the sack for the Vikings, a loss of 5. And the first
things happen. First, you have to be able to block John Randall. So he's going to go with the spin move back outside. So they have a back there. See, they double him, Edgar Bennett. Now, if you're taking 2 guys to handle 1 guy, then it's going to open somebody up on the other side. And see what happens. Alexander is able to come inside on Wilkerson and make the play. So that's 2 facets.
Favre trying to get away, and there goes Alexander again, and a coverage sack by the Minnesota Vikings. Brad Johnson looking one way, and Horde out of the backfield breaks a tackle. Leroy Horde runs out of bounds, picks up good yardage, close to the 35. 19 yards total for Minnesota. Minute to play. Vikings have all 3 timeouts remaining. Pass to Jake Reed, and Reed gets it to the 42, short of the first down. Gain of 7 yards as the clock continues to run. And now the Minnesota Vikings. Third down and 2 following a Minnesota timeout. Brad Johnson looking to throw, and he's going deep, and the pass to Chris Carter, and it is caught inside the 30-yard line. Jake Reed, that is, with a 30-yard gain. It was Reed, not Carter, with the catch, and now the Vikings are getting close to field goal range.
The power move, but Johnson stays in the pocket, knows where he wants to go with the ball, and look how this ball comes down, right to the outside where it has to be thrown.
Great throw by Brad Johnson. Down and 10 on the 27. 4 wide receivers for Minnesota. Johnson's pass to Evans out of the backfield. And Charles Evans pushed out of bounds by Wayne Simmons, and a first down to about the 12-yard line. And the Vikings definitely now in field goal range.
He's going to be coming out, and then Johnson looks down the field first. It's not there. And then you just dump it off.
20. Johnson getting away and down by Santana Dotson.
Sean Jones made the play again. He is just playing great today.
34-yard field goal attempt by Scott Sisson to try to tie the game. High snap, and Sisson's kick is good. So the Minnesota Vikings on Scott Sisson's field goal have tied it up on the final play of the first half, and that is the end of the first half with the story. And it's been pretty much of a tight, close game. Vikings have the total yardage edge and a little bit in time of possession as well, but we're 3 overall. And Berger's kick headed toward Desmond Howard. Howard with a little juke. And a nifty return by Desmond Howard close to the 45-yard line of 40 yards for Howard.
Dick, that was more than nifty. That was a great move in the middle of that run. Did you call for the Green Bay Packers?
On first down, Brett Favre going to Antonio Freeman. And Freeman wide open. First down to the 35-yard line. Orlando Thomas on the tackle after a 22 pickup.
Over 100 miles an hour. You can see he's been sacked twice, 7 the first time. But he really has been kind of, that secondary has taken away his wide receivers. So they've come out and they find Antonio Freeman on the first play, and Favre, boy, that was coming.
Both wide receivers line up to the left, and Edgar Bennett with a quick burst, close to a first down, and has one for the Packers. A gain of 11 yards.
Tackled by Al Conway.
Conway lost his helmet in the process. First down at the 24. Here's Mark Shimura. A big favorite here, the tight end who missed 3 games with a sprained arch. Picks up 7 yards on that first down play. Derek Alexander replaces Fernando Smith. Here's Edgar Bennett. And it looks like that wasn't the smoothest of all handoffs, and a gain of 2 yards, and Alexander making the play. 1. And the pitch to Dorsey Levens. And he gets around Jeff Brady, and the Packers have a first down. First down for Green Bay on Levens' run outside.
You know, they came out, but they interpreted it as he was going to hurt Brett Favre, and he was going to take him out of the game. And that did not sit well with the Green Bay Packers coaching staff.
Well, Mike Holmgren made it a point to stop Brady today. First and 10 at the 13. Here's Levens on the screen pass. Blocking in front, touchdown, Packers.
Great block by Frank Winters. Did you side out? He's going to show up the left side of your screen. Right there. Now watch. You got one guy to block. Right through him. Orlando Thomas got blocked, and Levens just walked in.
Of this third quarter to take the lead, 17-10. Favre to Dorsey Levens.
They win the 10.
That's what everyone says.
Every time they get you.
They always say that. Brad Johnson flips it out to Leroy Horde on a screen pass, and Horde, going down the sidelines, gets extra yardage close to midfield, and down is Gilbert Brown on the field after a gain of 18 yards. That's the second time Brown shaken up. He had cramps the first time he went down. Third down and 10 on the Viking 46. Short drop by Johnson, and goes up top, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Chris Walsh, and Reggie White put a hit on Johnson there. Desmond Howard back deep, and Mitch Berger will kick. Backing up is Howard, and he muffs the ball. Desmond Howard in trouble, and Howard gets out of trouble and does a great job of...
He woke up on the right side of the bed today, Dick.
Yes, he did. Second and 10 at the 24-yard line. Brett Favre's pass is caught by Andre Rison, and Rison will give the Packers a first down at the 37. Favre will go to the air again, and this one deep. Antonio Freeman, and it's broken up by Orlando Thomas.
Much is put.
We have a lot of side events going on in this game. Brett Favre swings it out to Mark Shimura. Shimura has a first down, and it's Thomas who bumped him out of bounds. Darryl Talley was trailing behind, and the Packers get 16 yards into Minnesota territory. Well dressed,
Look
I
at
might add.
this. He's got his coyote on out there. He told me before the game, most guys don't know how to wear a coat like this, but I do.
No one will argue with Darryl Talley. Handoff to Dorsey Levens up the middle, and Levens picks up about 3 or 4 yards. All those moves, but you're right. He looked better in fur, right? Second down and 6. Packers lead 17-10. And here's Edgar Bennett having a good game. Bennett first down. Hard runner today is Edgar Bennett. And he's got a first down at the 36-yard line after a pickup of 8. It'll be a first down for the Packers on the Vikings 36. Favre with a short drop drills it, and it's caught by Rison, and that'll be another first down for the Packers. Second and 7. Favre with time, and his pass to Rison, touchdown. Andre Rison makes his leap into the crowd.
They're not going to let him go. And look, he doesn't know the rules yet. They're going to pull him back out of the stand. Did you see how far up into the stands he went?
And that is Rison's first touchdown catch in a Green Bay uniform. Packers now lead 24-10.
Well, he knows where he wants to go. Watch the takeoff. He's up, and he went way too far. He's got some vertical in his game, Dick. Because he's matched up man-to-man. And all he did was turn the corner completely around. And the other thing is, you got to work on your leap technique. When you get to this point, he's going in way too much height, 9.65.
Second down and 6. Brad Johnson, nowhere to go. And down he goes. Reggie White gets the sack.
No place to throw the football.
Away from the ball today between these teams. Third down and 9 on the 21. Johnson throws it away. Carter was blanketed by Newsom. And that will bring up fourth down.
Dick, the pressure.
Barr to throw. And will take off. And slides close to midfield on first down. And the give is to Bennett, and he's got a first down into Minnesota territory. Gain of 3.
Should have to pull him out.
First down at the midfield mark. Dorsey Levens hard charging. Gets close to another Green Bay first down. Martin Harrison making the tackle and a pickup of 9. Vikings 41-yard line. Here is Edgar Bennett.
Oh, nice
and
hit.
he is hit quickly by Pete Vercich and down. Let's see if he has enough for the first down with forward progress. And the handoff is to Edgar Bennett.
Boy, he's running hard.
Edgar Bennett has something to prove the way he's running today, and a gain of 22 yards. And again, when he was out, when they lost games to Kansas City and Dallas. Second and 9. Brett Favre getting rushed, and he flips it to Levin. And a fine play is made by Harlan Barnett, preventing Levins from getting loose.
That's a real good tackle by Barnett. He watches him, and then he gets a sense for him, and that's made a huge difference here in Green Bay.
Those guys are always the best, the field guys. Third down and 14. Brett Favre going for the end zone. Keith Jackson, touchdown.
See how they use Chamorro to hold out underneath? And because you can't have your corner dropping off, Jackson can get to that top corner.
By a score of 31-10. Keith Jackson with a touchdown catch. And the Packers are rolling to home field.
Dunk for Keith Jackson. But you know, he's lost a little bit of his vertical, and he's down to the finger roll. That's definitely a basketball move. But, you know, Jordan, if you're sitting there, you got to grade him. And that Jordan would probably give him like a B, because he used to be able to get over the bar and dunk it, and now he's doing the roll.
All he wants to do is survive in the league, and he's done that. He's going to the finger roll.
He's also going to the Pro Bowl.
First and 10 at the 31. Brad Johnson has to bring his team from way back, and he completes the middle screen to Charles Evans. And let's breathe for the Vikings on their 38-yard line. Brad Johnson has a lot of time, and his pass to Jake Reed is caught. Fine catch in the face of Craig Newsom, and a NFL in receiving yards coming into this game. On first down, Leroy Hoare fumbles. Packers recover. George Kuntz recovers for Green Bay.
I'm impressed with Leroy Hoare. I mean, he's got his game back. Watch him come flying right through here. Eugene Robinson, you got to get in there. But Reggie White got his right arm in there and stripped that ball out. And then Kuntz was able to be able to flop on it. But Reggie White was the difference in the play on the strip.
And Jim McMahon, first down at the 27, and Edgar Bennett recovers his own fumble and gets a couple of yards.
That was a doink. But I didn't expect Kansas City. That would be tough up there to win in Buffalo.
Meanwhile, Edgar Bennett going over 100 yards. 101 yards, 15 carries and a touchdown. Second down and 6, Dorsey Levens. And Levens with a first down is pushed out of bounds short of the 40-yard line by Orlando Thomas.
Dick, that was great patience. Football team. I mean, things have kind of unraveled for them right now. They're playing good football.
Second and 8 from the 41. Out of the I formation. Play action fake from McMahon. And his pass is caught by Mark Shimura. After a bobble, he holds on and gets another Green Bay first down in this game in the second half. Third down and 8. Handoff to Levens. Dorsey Levens. Close to another first down.
Little finger was up, so that's enough manners.
Second and 13. Here's Jake Reed on the reception and out of bounds. Sideline. Under 8 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Pressure put on Brad Johnson. And Brad Johnson's pass off the fingertips.
That's a nice ball.
Reed.
That is a nice ball. They're in great shape.
Mitch Berger kicking and Desmond Howard back deep, and a fine kick by Berger. Here's Howard. Desmond Howard
Looking for an NFL record.
one man to beat. And Hendrick or Berger, the punter, makes the tackle on Desmond Howard after a 47-yard punt return.
Wants to tie the NFL record. He has 3 right now, and he was off to the races. And I'll tell you, we talked about the confidence in that whole punt return team. And it also comes down to confidence for the punter to make the tackle. And he does a great job of being able to make the play. You don't have to be pretty doing it. You just have to get him down.
You know, the Vikings...
Brown has respect for a Berger, too.
As we've just seen. First down, Edgar Bennett. To about now. Second and 6. Here's Dorsey Levens. And Levens, Harlan Barnett grabs a hold, close to a first down. Packers, Jim McMahon has been the quarterback. The handoff is to Levens. He's going to score. And the Green Bay Packers winning, going away in this final regular season game. 11-yard touchdown run for Levens. That's his second score of the game. Tonight in Green Bay as the Packers have moved out in front now 38-10 over Minnesota.
I think I might like one of them myself. They were in the middle of the season. Frankly, I think they're better than they were at the beginning of the season.
Johnson loses it, and it's a free ball, and it's picked up by Sean Jones, and he'll go in for a touchdown. Now, let's see whether they
I think
say he was in the act of throwing the ball.
Yeah, that's a third down. Red Cashin was right on top of it, and his job is to protect and watch the quarterback. You can see his arm is coming forward. He was hit, but he still got the arm forward. And Cashin is right on top of it. And this is what makes him such a good official. See how the arm's going? See, it's coming, and that's a good call. There's the hit, but he still tried to force it through.
And Cashin waited till he was certain. Right there. Johnson tries to get it out to Ampli, and that will bring up fourth down.
Face.
He does.
Always a smile on his face.
Travis Jerby has come in the game for the Green Bay Packers and gets the handoff from Jim McMahon and picks up about 4 yards. Jerby getting his first chance in the backfield today for Green Bay.
Hey, Travis.
Jim McMahon in relief for Brett Favre, and Travis Jerby. Good speed, as Matt said. You got a glimpse of it there, and a first down in the Viking territory for the Packers and Jerby.
Yeah.
On grass with your farm and everything. You know about that stuff.
Yeah, I know it's good to chew on.
Third down and 7. Travis Jerby gets inside the 40-yard line and close to the first down marker as we get down to the 2-minute warning here. Winning today will go 13-3. They'll have home field advantage. Last time and the only other time they won 13 games was in '62 under Vince Lombardi. They were the NFL champions, and they're only quarterback sneak after Favre has slipped, but he appears to have the yard. Jim McMahon, I should say.
You look at their 3 losses and you see when they lost them. Next time they played it. Remember, when they played them on that Monday night game here, it was a great game. It was a coin flip game. And the Packers beat them.
Travis Derby running up the middle. You're right, Matt. The Packers beat them, but there were a couple of controversial plays in that game.
There really were. Then, the other one is you talk about, and Sean Jones looks like he's being a little more sneaky.
Disguising it.
Yeah. The other one is the Dallas Cowboys. But if the Dallas Cowboys come into Lambeau Field, the way they're playing right now, the Packers will beat them.
And that's been the one team the Packers have not been able to beat, of course, in Dallas. Next year, the Packers will play. Here it comes. Here it comes. Well, that was a weak effort.
That was a horrendous effort.
That was weak.
It was bad. And he didn't even feel it. He knew it, though. You see, he had his collar up, and he was waiting.
Well, that'll do it. The Packers will have the home field advantage. And the Vikings going to the playoffs for the 4th time in 5 years under Dennis Green. May end up playing Dallas next week. With the Eagles winning their game, Minnesota will drop the seed, and it looks like the Vikings will play at Dallas in a wild card.
Dick, I'm going to tell you this right now. The Minnesota Vikings, the way they're playing, they can go to Dallas and beat them. I guarantee that they can beat them in Dallas.
That could be the team they're going to play. 38-10, the final score. We'll be back right here in Lambeau.